Good morning, children. This is the IMD Madhavi, working in Telangana State Model School Junior College, Delhi Kudru, Mohabad district. All of you know that I am discussing the chapter of respiration, and the last topic which is left in that is nothing but some of the two experiments, lab activities regarding the release of carbon dioxide as well as heat. And if you see, all of you know that, so regarding the lab activities, for the first one we have to soak the seeds of the Bengal grams or chana, and we have to soak them for 1 day, and after 1 day we have to drain that and we have to tie it in one kerchief, and next day we come to the lab and we have to take one beaker, and in one beaker we have to keep the sprouted seeds. Sprouted seeds are nothing but the germinating seeds, they are nothing but equal to the plants, and in one beaker we have to keep the sprouted seeds like this, and one bowl which contains the lime water. So here with this experiment we are going to prove that carbon dioxide is released during the process of respiration. In the previous lesson, that is photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. That lab activity was there, and in the second lesson, respiration, we can see carbon dioxide is released during respiration. That is the difference you have to understand. Otherwise, you may get confused to write this answer. So, in this lab activity, we are proving that carbon dioxide is released during the process of respiration. Respiration is the catabolic activity. Here, we have taken one beaker. In this beaker, sprouted seeds, and one small beaker in which lime water was taken. Here, this, and we are closing the starting point of the beaker with one cork. This cork is not allowing any temperature inside, not allowing any air inside. Here, after some time, we are keeping this setup today and we have to see tomorrow. Then here these sprouted seeds respire and they release the carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide will enter, it will spread all over the beaker and it will enter into the lime water, it will become milky. So like this we have to keep two settings. In one beaker we have to keep the sprouted seeds. In another beaker, the seeds which are not soaked, not sprouted, just we have to keep the dry seeds in one beaker and we have to keep the sprouted seeds in one beaker. Here also we have to keep the lime water, and in the second one also we have to keep the lime water. Then in first one what happens? There is no respiration. So as there is no respiration, no release of carbon dioxide, as here the sprouted seeds are respiring, so that's why the carbon dioxide is produced, and we can see the turning of lime water into milky. So with this experiment we are proving that carbon dioxide is released during the process of respiration. This is one lab activity, and in another lab activity we are going to prove that the heat is evolved during the process of respiration. Here for this we are taking one thermos flask. What is thermos flask? We are keeping the tea, or if we keep in that it will be hot. If we keep cool also it will be cool. Thermos flask. So in the thermos flask we are keeping the sprouted seeds or germinating seeds, and in between we are keeping one thermometer in order to measure the temperatures. So, and we are closing the cap of this thermometer, and after closing also we are keeping the cotton don't want to allow any kind of air or any kind of temperature should not enter into the flask, into this setup. So this is one thermos flask. In the thermos flask I have taken the sprouting seeds, and we have to measure in thermos flask we have to measure the temperatures. That means we'll usually come to school 9 o'clock, and if we have the class by 10 o'clock one measurement, 11 o'clock one reading of the temperature, 12 o'clock one reading of the temperature. Like that we have to measure the temperatures. So the temperature shoots up because the germinating seeds are releasing the heat. So we can prove that with this experiment, we can prove that the heat is evolved during the process of respiration. So for every activity or for any experiment, you have to write what are the things we required, what are the beaker or sprouted seeds, germinating seeds, and in this thermos flask necessary things and procedure, and what is the finally what we are getting. So that should be written in detail. So in this class we have discussed during the process of respiration carbon dioxide is evolved, and during the process of respiration heat is evolved. And these are the two experiments regarding the process of respiration in germinating seeds. In the first one, carbon dioxide is released. We have proved that carbon dioxide was released during the process of respiration. And in the second activity, we have discussed about the release of heat during the process of respiration. And if you see the differences between photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis and respiration. So here photosynthesis occurs during daytime. It is not necessary all the days photosynthesis may occur. If it is a rainy day, we cannot see the photosynthesis as there is no sun. So the process of either photosynthesis or respiration depends on the temperature, depends on the humidity, depends on the presence of air, and also the required quantities. And so photosynthesis, you know that the inner particles, that is the chlorophyll as well as water, are the inner substances present in the plants, and the plants absorb carbon dioxide and sunlight from the atmosphere prepares the food materials. So from the simple molecules, complex molecule, that is carbohydrates, are formed. So 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of light and chlorophyll. So the complex molecules C6H12O6 plus oxygen is released. Oxygen is the waste product for plants, but it is necessary for us. So here in this, by the process of photosynthesis, whole world is living. This process of photosynthesis occurs more during daytime, and respiration occurs during night time. It occurs more in daytime, whereas respiration occurs more during night time. That means the carbohydrates which are prepared in the morning, they will be broken down in the presence of oxygen, and the energy is released in the form of ATP. So in this world, the photosynthesis as well as respiration is very much necessary. And reverse to this, that means the carbohydrates C6H12O6 in the presence of oxygen broken down into the carbon dioxide and water are released with the release of energy. This energy may differ. It may be 7,200 calories in aerobic and less than 100 calories in anaerobic respiration. That is nothing but the respiration by yeast, that is fermentation. So this one we call it as anabolism. Anabolism means the simple molecules combine and forms the complex molecules. We call this kind of metabolic reaction as anabolism. Here the reverse to this process we call it as catabolism. That means the complex molecules are broken down into the simple molecules with the release of energy. So the energy is utilized by the plants as well as animals for their metabolic activities. With this, I have completed the chapter respiration in detail. Thank you.